Well, a very good evening, gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of the Abfc. It has been a weekend of football.
Right,
some good, some bad, some ugly, but that's just the fans, that's just us, boy.
Yeah, that's just us.
All right, so we are going to do things slightly differently today. We are going to, instead of chat about all the games and then the two teams individually, we're going to break things down into three sections, which are going to be the race for top four or top five, as we presume it's going to be, the title race and the relegation scrap, which we're all sadly involved in.
Yeah.
All right, so we will start first of all with the race for Champions League, and we're going to start at the Vitality Stadium with Bournemouth versus Villa, which ended 1-1.
To be fair, I think I put a 3-1 win for Villa.
We all did. We all thought that Villa were going to bounce back. They were going to get back on the trail. But it does feel like that Villa are starting to wobble a little bit.
Are they running out of steam because of that amazing run that they went on? Was it 12 or something?
So
like
they went on a barnstorming run of...
ridiculously shit start. Not
Yeah,
scoring a goal.
really shit start.
An amazing run to now maybe having a bit of a wobble.
Yeah.
The problem is they still look good in games. They just don't put... They're not scoring.
Yeah, so that when I saw earlier and I was looking at the table, they've scored like 34, 35 goals, and teams around them like City, Arsenal,
50.
they've got like 40 odd goals. So they're just struggling to put the ball in the back of the net. But I think the biggest miss for them is they've lost Yuri Tielemans pretty much to the end of the season. They've lost John McGinn.
That far out,
I think so. Or if they do get him back, it'll be only for a couple of games.
The different form of Ollie Watkins since his failed move to Arsenal.
Definitely.
I think
And
not been the same player since.
no. Yeah, definitely. And also, surprisingly, they said that Kamara is a really big miss.
Do you know who, weirdly, that seems to be their most... Well, I'm only saying it, I don't watch Villa games, I only watch highlights. So I'm only saying it from highlights. Who always seems to, at the moment, pop up with an assist or seems to be the exciting player.
Buendia. No? Sancho. Yeah.
I think he got an assist yesterday.
I think he watched our podcast and thought, you fucking boys slagged me off.
Them lads are mugging me off. Let me show them what I've got. But, yeah, because I think last week he looked quite... For the highlights watch, he looked quite exciting doing stuff. And he did again the highlights I watched of that. Bournemouth, though, thing is with Bournemouth, their manager's awesome. And they are just... Who did they play last week, was it? And they went 1-0 up. They had Sharda sent off. They went 1-0 up in the first half injury time. And they just couldn't get past them. And when they went 1-0 up, it was a little bit the same. Who was that they played last week?
What, Bournemouth?
Yeah.
Let's have a look.
Because they pretty much did the same kind of against Villa. Morgan Rogers had someone saved a really good shot from him actually. He's pretty decent. I hope he gets in the England team.
I think he's going to be starting.
On our left
Bournemouth won. They won at Wolves last week.
What was it? The one before? They beat someone 1-0.
They beat Liverpool before that, 3-2. So you may be thinking of a bit of a different game. Are you thinking of Villa? They lost to Brentford 1-0 and Sharda got sent off.
Yeah.
Is that the game you're thinking of?
Yeah, but Bournemouth too, mate. I'm talking absolute bollocks. And I said Sharda as well. What the hell?
But with Bournemouth, I think they're...
Not had that much drink, I promise.
Yet.
So
with Bournemouth, for me personally, Iriola's really good. I think he's a great manager, and they'll perform, they'll score goals, but they're just leaky. So they're kind of like draw specialists or points dropping specialists. They'll win a game here or there, but they'll lose another game there or there. But then again, you could say that pretty much against about anyone really, apart from.
I mean, to be fair, they've conceded a lot. They conceded 44 goals. We drew 3-3 to them. Remember that game where what's his name got a thingy? Yeah, they're like you say, they're very leaky, aren't they?
I think the thing is with Bournemouth as well is that they had a great season last season, didn't they? And they've been given this thing where they're a good side. They've sold players, they've recruited well, and they seem to have been. They've kept that level of where they're at, I still think they're playing above the level where they're at.
That did
If
you
I'm
not?
honest.
Did you not see their new signing though? It's the second game that
Rayad.
Rayad. He looked pretty.
He did really
It's
good.
like
But
the Semenyo
if you've
replacement.
seen that goal, someone said, or a Villa fan of mine said, watch that goal back, and I watched it. And literally, Luca Digne's just
what was he doing?
He thought like, oh, do you know what? I'll just jog on to the other side of the field and leave a massive, great big space. Rayan just literally just cut in like,
Stroll through it.
all right, shit, I'll just slip it into the corner then.
Yeah, it
such
looked
a-
really good, and then you actually look at the highlight. It was like
That is a massive
awful
error.
defending,
Error.
yeah.
As a massive error. But that puts Bournemouth to 11th. But let's just quickly discuss before we move on to the other parts of the top 4 or 5 race. Villa are third on 47 points, 3 now behind City and 3 in front of United. So we've all been chatting that, Villa, do you know what? They're quite...
I don't know anymore.
Yeah, I don't know.
I was for a long time. I was like, they definitely get third, and now they could easily get sixth.
They could, but then obviously because Liverpool lost today, that is now a 8-point gap to 6th in the. Can we safely say that 5th is going to be a Champions League spot,
Yeah,
considering
I think
that all of the English teams are going to qualify?
And hopefully us and as much I hate saying it, but hopefully us and Forest do well. Hopefully Forest does well in the Europa League. Hopefully we do okay in the because doesn't that all contribute to the?
So all of the British teams in Europe earn coefficient points, and whatever league has scored the most amount of coefficient points will get that extra Champions League spot.
Yeah.
I just think personally, give it to some other country that hasn't got a fucking Champions League spot. But
But then what's the point? Because you've got no chance of a winner being there, have you?
But-
Whereas you could go down to 5th, and Liverpool could get 5th this year, and go on and win the Champions League next year. So at least you've got someone that competitive thing. Shit for every other European club.
It is.
Like every other
Like-
European
like you
league
think,
is like.
So if you think way down like in the 8th, 9th and 10th best league in Europe or whatever, where they win the league and then they've got a qualifier for the Champions League.
Yeah.
Whereas we've got 5th place to fucking do.
Yeah, but think if you were 5th place in like the Portuguese league, what are you like? Estonia or whatever they're
Yeah.
called. Like,
All right. Okay. But you may be getting battered and you're finishing with Slovia and Bratislava.
Mate,
or
they
something.
get battered in you Conference League.
I
They can't put them in the Champions League.
I don't think this has got anything other to do with the fact that the teams tried to create in the Super League, because now they've got the league structure in the Champions League and other European competitions. There's more places available, so that the breakaway when teams like the Chelsea, Tottenham, the teams like I was saying, we want the European Super League, and the fans revolted. I think UEFA have looked at that and they're like, how can we create something with our current setup?
Well, this is what
to count
the
as
league
that?
system is what the Super League suggested. They
Yeah.
wanted this whole big giant league. The only thing that everyone had a problem with, I think, was the fact that it was a very small relegation pool, so all of the legacy clubs would always be there unless they had a
At least,
I don't think
I
it's
don't-
any
tax
coincidence.
season.
I don't think it's
no,
any
probably not.
coincidence.
But I think as a fan, you would much rather this thing because you still have to earn your right to be there. I think that was definitely my massive thing that I hated about it, because you're going into America territory, which is bollocks, which we all love. The English Football League, the tier system of
The relegation promotion.
Holt
the rules for doing
United,
good and
if Holt United can, you could actually win the Champions League with Holt United in, I don't know how many, that might take like 10, 11, 12 years. If you constantly won every single game, if they won every single game ever from them, they could still win the Champions League, which I think everyone loves. That that's the point of it. Whereas I think, I know I think you are quite right. You're very right. Of this is pretty much a European Super League, but at least you have to earn the right to be there.
Yeah.
And if you don't, you play shit, then
okay.
you could do a Tottenham and still be in there. But the thing is, but you say that.
Don't come for me yet, mate.
Yeah, but to be fair, what were you, 4th
What? When?
in the Champions League?
Oh right, yeah.
Before
I forgot what 4 feels
Premier
like.
League, mate. Jesus Christ, how long
If
have
they'd
they
have
been
been,
talking?
if they'd have been,
There's been a team.
they would have been.
Mate, in our current positions, and last year there's 10th all been in our title. It's like a kid's pocket. Right, but anyway, so that was we'll quickly just say Villa. Are they going to stay there? Are they going to get their Champions League spot? They've got an 8-point gap on Liverpool with 13 to go.
See, the thing is that I know we're going to talk about relegation in a minute.
Yep.
We were talking about the 9-point gap being created, and I think you said yourself that you now feel safe with a 9-point gap. We're now talking about an 8-point gap that Villa have in the Champions League.
They're elite clubs compared to us lot down in the Mire.
Yeah, I don't know though, because the points that I think Villa will finish top 4. I don't think 8 points is a big enough gap, but I think they will finish in the top 4. I think they'll be
top 4 or 5.
I think they're going to nick. I think they're going to be 4th.
Who's getting third then?
Well,
hold on. Why don't we talk about the other games and then we'll have a little prediction of where we think it's going to be.
Right, so let's speak about Chelsea. So Chelsea beat Wolves 3-1, hat-trick from Cole Palmer.
I mean...
2 penalties, I know, but...
Yeah, and the penalties, they were both penalties. What are they doing? Both of the penalties, they were going away from goal. They weren't going anywhere. They were awful penalties to give away.
They are, but this is why Wolves are where they're at.
Yeah, 100%.
I know Chelsea are better. I never seen
them. Wolves? Oh, right.
I never seen. I don't think they're better. I think they had the first couple of games. It showed a little bit. I don't think they're any better.
No.
I'm not being funny. They were 2-0 down against us, and all right, you can argue this, that, and the other. They win the game 3-2. I think it was poor management choices from Nuno actually on that particular game. And all right, they beat Wolves 3-1 with 2 penalties. For me, that's not a top 4 side. You need to be winning games convincingly, and I don't think neither the West Ham game or the Wolves game was convincing wins.
No.
I don't think they're better under him.
I would, to be fair, probably not better, but I would say they're pretty much on par. And I actually thought I don't think Chelsea is a shit team. They're extremely inconsistent, but I kind of think you have to expect that when you look at the age. They've got to be the youngest average age in the league. Yeah. So I kind of get it. I do understand it. I want them to be a bit better, just because.
I'm not a Chelsea.
I know. I'm not really, but I'd look at Chelsea as, they're no really rival to us. We're never going to challenge them for anything, so it don't really matter. But just like what Todd Bowley's done is kind of what I'd do on Football Manager. Just buy some youngsters, they'll get better because I'll keep playing them. And if I'm running out of money, I have to ask the board for more, but he doesn't. He just sells a car park for more. I find that quite amusing in modern day football, and I kind of want to see it work.
But Chelsea do have an insane sales negotiating team where they're selling players for profit.
Yeah.
I mean, you take when they sold Madueke to Arsenal, and I know he's been a sensation this year, really. Madueke's been awesome. Right, maybe that's a glamorisation, but...
Fucking hell. But yeah.
What I mean is that he tanked at Chelsea. He didn't do anything, but they sold him for 20 million profit.
Yeah.
And that's what Chelsea do. Like they sold Kai Havertz to Arsenal as well for 65 mil.
And he was surplus to their squad at the time.
Absolutely. So they are going, you can have our players, but you've got to buy them at profit. And everyone's going, all right.
Yeah.
No one's negotiating down.
But they probably sat there. They just have these. I'd love to see what they say. Like when they sold Havertz, be like, well, what you're buying there is someone that's won the Champions League. You need the Champions League, so you buy him.
Yeah, literally driving up the price tag and everything. But
he's just sold Havertz for that, just for the fact that he scored in the Champions League final. Fair enough.
Isn't this though Chelsea riding the crest of the wave after Abramovich when they absolutely fucking signed any Tom, Dick and Harry, the squad of a ridiculous amount of numbers?
But he did it.
Now they're starting to.
But he did it well though.
He did do it well, but what I'm saying is that Tom Bowley and whatnot, they've signed a lot of players. A ridiculous amount of players.
Yeah.
On top of the ridiculous amount of players that they already had, that now gives them a cusp of players that they can just.
But they will. It's like throwing 1,000 darts at the dartboard.
Eventually, one's going to stick.
One will hit the bullseye, and there's a couple of players that I think have. Cole Palmer, epic signing.
But even he was a gamble at the time.
Yeah. Esteval, that guy, He's fucking good, he is, isn't he?
But then, they've made some rotters. Badashilian.
I mean, all their back line, pretty much, other than Cucurella.
Yeah, Cucurella's been...
Caicedo's a good one.
He took a while to get going.
He was up
a whole season, pretty much, wasn't
he
he?
was £100 million player, wasn't he?
Yeah, 115. He's one of the, probably second to Vert. No,
Yeah.
third now because of Vert's knees.
It wasn't the whole season. Well, the back end of last season, he started playing. And you go,
Yeah,
right.
but now we are starting to see why they paid so much money for it. But then also alongside at Chelsea, you've got Enzo Fernandez, who's a £105 million player.
But do you not think this season he's kind of shown? Oh, actually, he's all right.
He's all right, but he's not 105
He's
mil.
not 105.
He just had a really good World Cup.
Yeah. A little bit like James Rodriguez. He's that sort of player.
He was a baller though.
Yeah. But he's
Not Everton.
But I feel like their midfield is starting to take shape, and then something happens like Cole Palmer goes off. Like before, when you had like Caicedo, Enzo, and Cole Palmer, and it was just every week a solid back three in there. They were looking good. I quite like João Pedro. Is he a number 9? No, but he can play. He's like a second striker.
He's a nuisance.
Yeah,
he puts himself about a little bit, and he can finish when he wants to.
I mean,
until he squares up to Troy Alray and he just shits
but you look at that game against Napoli. Oh mate, he absolutely bossed it. He played really well, and Chelsea did really. I know they conceded 2 pretty dodgy goals, but
it's a Champions League fixture, and anything can happen, really.
Yeah.
In someone else's backyard as well.
Yeah. So I don't know. I kind of agree with you. Chelsea aren't any better under Rosinha, but I don't think they're any worse.
All right, but are they qualifying for the Champions League this year?
Yeah.
If you had to put a number, where they're going to finish, what place?
Do
you reckon they're going to get the 5th?
No, I think they could get the 3rd.
All right, okay. All right, well, where do you...
Oh, no, hold on. Yeah.
Because we forgot about the other prong that's in the Champions League race at the minute, which...
I mean, you got Arsenal and City's 1 and 2.
Their fan base has started to pop up.
Oh, I bet they are. They've been in fucking hiding for about 3 years.
Fucking
all I've heard from them,
13!
Yeah, all I've heard from them before this is fucking Fergie this, Fergie that, Fergie that. Now, fucking hell, no, you've come out of the woodwork.
Yeah, and the guy with the haircut shitting himself.
Yeah, oh my God, no one's going to watch me now because I'm about to get my haircut.
But all right, but anyway, over to you, Phil. Where do you think Chelsea are going to qualify for the Champions League? Where they are, they're 4 points ahead of 6th at the minute, in 5th place.
I think it's. I mean, Liverpool have now dropped points as well, and I think that I said Villa 4th a minute ago. Obviously, you got City and Arsenal, so it's third and 5th, and you've got 3 teams. And you've got United, you've got Liverpool, and you've got Chelsea. I think Liverpool will come good, and I think that the 5th place will. Oh, it's tough.
It's a tough one, isn't it?
Because Chelsea could come good, but they could drop.
You've seen Chelsea look really good, but you've seen them look fucking awful. Yeah, I know.
I think, if anything, Chelsea at best could nick the 5th place. I think the 5th place is going to be I don't know, because I said Villa 4th. Oh, I don't know. I think the 5th, right, I'm going to say the 5th place is going to be a toss-up for me between Chelsea and United.
After all these games, you've got to do your 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we have to do.
Right.
See what we're.
So you obviously got Villa,
It's
United,
really
Chelsea, and
tough
Liverpool.
Because, and with respect, the way that Villa are going, as we've said,
Presently, they're dropping.
They are. So you could argue. I mean, it's a big. Did you say 8 points to 6th?
It's 8 points to 6, so that's still a little bit of a head start with 13 games to go.
I can't see United continuing this little run of theirs. I can't see it.
And can I say?
So sorry to interrupt there. If you said to me, of the current teams that are in there, name one team that's going to drop out of the race, I'd say United. I can't quite give you a 1 to 5, because I think that's not done. I think the one team I can see dropping out of that is United. They've got a bit of a lift, a bit of a bubble under Carrick, but same geezer got fucking sacked by Middlesbrough, mate, and I think they're just happy for Amrin to go. I think when the shit hits the fan, has he got it in his locker to manage them players? I don't think he quite has. So I think United, for me, are the team that could potentially drop out that.
All right, okay.
I just can't place them.
All right. I'll give my placement predictions. I personally do think that Man United are going to carry on.
Okay.
It just seems that way, and obviously they've got you next.
Yeah, which is a defeat, obviously.
Oh.
Nice.
But I think Man United will. If I'm looking at things now, I think Man United are going to get third.
Oh, that's a shout. Okay.
Because they're 4 points.
They're looking the best in 4
Yeah, the ones. But as we're looking now, I mean, it could all change, obviously. So Man United third. I reckon Liverpool could get fourth.
Chelsea fifth.
Villa fifth, Chelsea sixth. Out of all the people that could drop off, I think Chelsea.
Oh, you're Tottenham now. Yeah, that makes sense.
Well.
But we've said that Chelsea aren't exactly
but we've said
consistent.
We've said that with Liverpool, Man United,
Yeah,
and
but
Villa.
Liverpool do seem to have got themselves on a bit of run. And fair enough, they lost today by a goal to Man City. Cities, and it does feel that Etitike and Wirtz are starting to get to feel their way into it, and they're starting to gain a bit of momentum this season. That's the only reason why I think that they will eventually get a Champions League spot. But that's just my opinion.
Yeah.
All right.
So I think it's tight.
It is tight, and it's one to watch. But there we go. That's the top 4-5 race. Let's go into the title race. So City won 2-1 today, and Arsenal won 3-0 against Sunderland the other day. It's a 6-point gap. What are we thinking?
I mean, from Arsenal, that's what you expect them to do at home against, I would say, a mid-table side. Got to expect that. Gokera's getting 2 goals.
Yeah.
Is he turning it? Maybe.
The guy's still a fucking fridge.
Yeah,
he's still a minivan, and he's scoring against lower teams. But then, if you put the ball in the back of it, and Tom said to me the other day, he's one of the top scorers of the year.
Signings as well.
So I mean, fair play. You've got to stick the ball in the back of the net against these Premier League sides.
And to be fair, you don't have to play him against the big sides. If he scores all the time against the bottom sides, and that's where they usually bottle it and shit their pants, maybe someone like that is what they need to tip you over to win the league.
What are you honestly thinking about the way that what you see that Arsenal are doing and who they are, and what you see and what they're doing? The 6-point gap. Can you see it? Are you still keeping with the City prediction, or are you changing your mind to Arsenal? Do you reckon it's a tough one?
I think I said last week that I think Arsenal will probably do it, and I think they probably will.
I mean, I hate to say it, the way things stand, Arsenal do look really strong, and
they're just solid as
and they have to fuck up really badly to drop points, or a team has to play really well. Whereas City does look like they are get-atable.
City can boss a game, but if they've only scored 1 goal, there's always like, someone could go up the other end here and score. Whereas Arsenal, if they score 1 goal, it's still like, well, who the fuck? It's scoring against Arsenal is such an issue.
I mean, it's a good point that you made there. If you're playing City to go and they go 1 up, you feel like you stood getting it. If Arsenal go 1 up against you, it's a mountain to climb.
It's a bit like that old Chelsea team.
Yeah, exactly. So they're just defensively solid. They just know how to do it. Their team has been together for so long now because they don't sell players.
No.
Ever since Arteta's come in and he started to buy, he hasn't sold anybody.
But that's because
apart from like Rob Holding.
But that's because big teams anyway don't want to buy these players because they haven't won anything. Which I know there's no dig at Arsenal, but they haven't won anything. So a big team to another big team are like, do I want him? Because is he in that headspace? Because when I play him in a final, he's going to shit his pants. That's why I think they've kept that team together for so long, because they've not won fuck all.
but you've been unusually quiet for the last 5 minutes, Phil. Are you processing it all?
Yeah,
like the Arteta process.
Long, drawn out.
It's 7th year.
So it's really, the difficulty is trying to take emotions out of it, and what I mean by that is
You take emotions out of it.
We're talking about teams that I couldn't really give a fuck about. However, I do know people that do, as we all do in this little town that we live in.
So what's your fields in mind telling you about this title race? What's your gut feeling?
My gut feeling is City. I've said it all along.
You have?
Yeah, I have all along, and the main reason is they've got to play each other. That 6 point drops to 3,
And that's at the Etihad as well.
right? And City have dropped points, yet they're still second. I know Arsenal have dropped a few, but City just seem to even when they drop points and you think it might be over, all of a sudden Arsenal will draw 1, win 1, draw 1, and City win, and all of a sudden they're still fucking there. They're still there. Everyone keeps going on about fucking Arsenal. So Tom, our friend, messaged me yesterday after Arsenal beat Wolves. Do you think the title's over? No, mate. I said to him, no. He's like, but surely it is. I was like, I'm not being funny. It's 6 fucking points. There's a lot of games to play. I said, City are playing Liverpool. If City beat Liverpool, right, they're then got a massive little bump, haven't they? Right? Yeah. And okay, we can talk about the City goal that was disallowed and that with Szoboszlai in a minute. But at that particular point, City are 3-1. They're beating Liverpool 3-1. Yeah? You're beating Wolves.
Yeah.
The difference for me is that City have the quality, and even when you think they're defeated, they do continue to win.
Do you think that game today and how it ended up, so like City were losing, they're all watching that, the Arsenal block, they're all watching that, and they're fucking rubbing their hands going, so Bosley, we fucking love you, we've got them,
if you think that meme of that guy going, and then so 85 minutes, 1-0, and even if City got back in and drew 1-1, that's still points dropped, and that's still massive advantage Arsenal. And then literally 15 minutes later, City back in it. Should have won by more. We'll get on to that little topic in a second. But what I think you're about to say is that's a massive mentality shift.
Does that? Yeah.
Just in that also gives City
absolutely
on Arsenal.
Yeah.
In both, also gives City the lift where they're like, do you know what?
Yeah,
fuck me.
And apparently, was there saying in the commentary they hadn't won at Anfield for 53 years, or
really?
once in 50 years.
Wow, I didn't know that.
So it's a place they never get joy at, and now all of a sudden they have.
But I do think that was such a big, them winning like that. I really think, because I don't care what any of the footballers say. Oh, we just take care of what our games do. Fuck off. No, you don't. No human being has ever thought that. So cool, you're media trained, but well done. They're all watching that. When that goal goes in from Szoboszlai, what a fucking goal.
Yeah, well,
yes.
Perhaps that's goal of the week. Fucking hell, probably goal of the month. That was awesome.
Right. Did you see the head on camera angle? How he's done it, it's kind of like he's shot it, but then you've kind of faded it into the far corner.
It's like it goes straight and just goes woof, and you're just like, what the no keeper is getting that. Donnaruma's the best keeper, I would say, in the world.
And he was planted to the spot. It's like
I think everyone was just like, fuck me.
Well, he goes one way and just watches it go the other. Yeah, he's like, fuck.
Yeah, that's unbelievable.
Yeah, unbelievable free kick, and then Bernardo Silva gets them back into the game, and then.
The funny thing about that goal is about a minute before, if that, Gary Neville goes, they need to rely on their big players now, try and get something back. Haaland, Silva, Shirky.
He said that. 10 seconds. Like literally, he said that, and 10 seconds later, he's like, they're going to rely on. Or Neville said you have to rely on their big players to get them back into this game. Your players like Rodri, your Shirkies, your Bernardo Silva, your Haaland. 10 seconds later, they both link up and score.
It comes into Haaland. Haaland heads it down, Silva goal. He's like,
he just spoke that one up.
Yeah.
They got themselves back into the game. And then, did you see the incident for the penalty? At all?
Did not.
Yeah, I did see the penalty.
Right.
It is a penalty.
It is a penalty, but
He's never getting it, though.
He's never getting it. This is one thing about the penalty rule. If a player gets to the ball first and literally just kind of is almost booted it out of play.
But the ball has to still be in play.
Yeah. So the ball was still in play, but Alisson comes in, clatters him, takes him out, wipes him out. It's a foul. But the ball was just about to go out. It was never going to get onto it.
No.
This is always something.
What was Alisson doing then?
Yeah, I agree. Alisson wouldn't do that a couple of years ago.
Yeah, but this is one of the things about the penalty in the football and the foul rule when it comes to that particular situation is he was never going to get the ball.
No, he won't.
But the foul will still take place.
But then I suppose
not that I'm moaning because I wanted City to get it.
But then I suppose if you take that away from a penalty, you're in the middle of the pitch and you kick it away from a player, and it's probably going to go out for a throw. And he wipes you out. They're going to give a free kick, aren't they?
Yeah.
I agree with you because I'm.
I mean, if you're a Liverpool fan, you think
he's
you're
never
fuming.
fucking getting it. So whatever
you're fuming.
What it is.
It's one of those ones where if it happens to you're fuming. But if you get it,
I do think
screaming.
I do think it's a Stonewall pen, though. I do.
Yeah,
it is a Stonewall pen.
In the way that the current rules are, it's a Stonewall pen. He's wiped him out.
Yeah,
he's absolutely flat.
But I do agree with you. It's dodgy because the guy, unless he's Superman, is never getting there.
Yeah.
So, but.
All right.
So you're saying Arsenal, I'm saying City. You're saying.
Do you know what? It's tough because City do look like they've got the opportunity to drop points every time they walk out on the pitch, whereas Arsenal don't seem to. They have to play badly, or a team has to really turn up to take points off Arsenal at the minute. But I will still say, if it would have been a different result today, if Liverpool would have took points off City, I would have changed my mind to Arsenal. But I'm going to still stick with City because of the psychological magnitude of that victory of what they've just done. I'm still going to stick with City for now.
And here's a quick question.
Go on.
Right, so just thought of this.
Go on.
You got to bet your life on this, right? One or the other.
Yeah,
City or Arsenal, right? Which of them two teams are more likely to win every game from now to the end of the season? For me, it's fucking City.
What, to win every game?
I'm not saying that they're going to.
Right.
I'm not saying that they're going to. But if you had to bet which
I
one
would
of
say
those
at the
teams are
moment
more
I'll go
likely to win every game,
I'll go
you'd
Arsenal.
say Arsenal?
I would say if you were to ask me that question, like who was going to win the most games up until now and the end of the season, if my life fucking depended on it, I'd say Arsenal.
Yeah, I would as well.
So surely you're saying that Arsenal are going to win the league then?
No, I'm not, because you're asking me a completely different question.
Okay.
I'm trying to look at the objective, not trying to save my own fucking life.
I'd say another thing as well, which will help City.
Go on.
Which, I know they conceded a goal today, but it was a banger. If they keep that, I feel like that Kusanov and Gahey, since they've come in,
where they sign him from?
fucking whoever he is, what a bloke.
What a player.
What a player. But they seem to have a little bit of a good connection. I feel like
They did.
They're defending a lot better than they were.
Yeah, I mean, Kusanov has started to adjust to the
He
Premier League.
made the fucking wicked challenge. I know it was offside in the end, but did you see it? I think it was Gakpo, I think, or something.
Yeah, he did make a wicked
What a
challenge.
challenge.
And unfortunately for him, he had to go off because of concussion.
Yeah, was that one, wasn't it?
Yeah, but what a player to bring on in Ruben Diaz.
Yeah.
What a player.
But I feel like if they kept that back four, because I think Matthias Nunes has probably been the most underrated right back all season.
Yeah, especially when, I mean, who's City starting right back? When they're a fully fit squad, who's their starting right back?
Well, last year they kept doing Rico Lewis. I think he played the most, and he ain't got a shoe-in from Nunes, and Nunes has been good.
I mean, what is new? He's a midfielder. No?
He was a midfielder, centre mid. But he's been awesome back there. And left back, because they've got no Gavardio, who's awesome. But that Nouri has come back in from injury.
He's done all right.
To be fair to him, they've got a bit lucky because he came back from injury.
Just as Guardiola got out.
But he's looked all right. Not as good, I don't think Nunes has. But for that, if they keep that back four, they might be able to solid up. I think they needed someone like Gahey to get them all in shape.
Just add to the numbers, really.
Yeah.
Gay's he had a bit of a wonky end of the game today.
Yeah, there was a couple of moments.
But now Gay's playing with the big boys against big boys, and it's like, oh shit.
What are you saying about Palace? Now he's playing with the big boys.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Guys, guys.
Yeah, now.
You fucking shit stirrer. Love it. All right, so
What's going on here?
right. So final prediction on the title race: City or Arsenal, boys? What we're going for? I know we've said it, but let's just quickly read.
Arsenal.
You're gonna go Arsenal?
I don't want to.
I'm City.
Brett's going.
Yeah, I don't want to.
I'm City.
I'm going to say City for now until we obviously
I
revisit
want
the question.
City, but I'm going to go.
All right.
Do you know, the thing is as well is that we're saying this now, like we're saying City to win it, right, and they're still 6 points behind. That's the faith that I have that City are good enough to turn that round.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Okay. So that's the title race. We've got a couple of other games before we go on to the last part, which is the relegation scrap. There's a couple of other games to just quickly glaze over, which is Newcastle 2, Brentford 3, and
That was a good game.
it was a good game.
Did you watch it?
I didn't see
I
that.
didn't. No.
Oh, really good game.
You know what, when you look at it, you think like, oh, that's just a game that's just not going to float my boat.
I thought it was going to be like someone's going to snatch something.
Yeah, like a
you know.
1-0, like a 1-0.
Great game,
But yeah, what a great game, and fair play at Brentford.
We've
Yeah.
spoken about
Yeah,
Brentford,
fucking played at
you know,
Brentford.
they're
And did you
fucking
say-
doing it, aren't they?
And they were level on points in Liverpool
Level
today.
points
Level
with Liverpool.
points
It's
today.
crazy.
So
Yeah,
The players have sold as well.
yeah, they look really good.
Did you see the tweet that the Brentford fans put out about thank you very much Newcastle, 6 points and £50 million for Wisa, 29 years old. Brilliant. I was like, fucking hell, talk about keep you while you're down.
yeah, exactly. We've been saying for a few weeks now that we all tipped Brentford for a relegation scrap.
Yeah.
Before a ball was kicked this year.
Yeah.
They lost Visser, they lost Norgard, they lost
Mbeumo.
Mbuemo, they lost their manager. There's another guy, I think.
Yeah,
There's a couple of others.
Nordgaard?
Yeah, Norgard, yeah.
Nordgaard?
So we all thought that they were going to get embroiled in the relegation
Bang in
scrap.
trouble.
The bang in trouble. Was Keith Andrews a worthy replacement for Thomas Frank? And he has, and Brentford are fucking smashing it.
They are smashing
Absolutely
it.
smashing
Does
it.
that show actually now, looking at it, that Thomas Frank was just bang average?
Yeah.
Because of what's going on where you're at?
Yeah, right.
Because I thought that was a
Don't
great
come for me
point.
just yet, mate.
I'm
Don't
not
come
coming
for
for you. I'm not coming for you. Well, what I'm
Yeah.
saying is that when you appointed Thomas Frank, I honestly thought to myself that was a great fucking appointment.
Yeah. Or-
Is it now showing that actually he's not that good because Keith Andrews has taken Brentford, sold Thomas Frank's best players, and fucking gone up?
Or does that
several
show?
levels?
Yeah, but then you could have the thing of, or does that show how good Keith Andrews would be as a manager?
I'm going to add another thing to the fire here, that it also shows that the Premier League season has been a little bit up and down and hasn't really. Everyone's been doing all right, but not great, and
1
teams.
minute a team's with relegation, then
Yeah.
they're battling for Europe, and then the ones who are battling for Europe are now battling for. It has that
Yeah.
section has been
It-
like
it-
a fucking yo-yo. hasn't it?
Exactly, and it still could. I mean, teams like Bournemouth or Fulham, which are miles off it, in 3 weeks' time they put 2 wins and a draw together, and all of a sudden they're sniffing Europa.
Well, you look at our two teams. At one point, if you beat Wolves, you would have been second or whatever.
Yeah.
If we at one point,
You were
if
fourth?
You was second,
we-
was you not?
No, we were fourth
Okay.
at one point, and then suddenly we
The-
played against Man City, and then went nah.
Then December hit, the
Yeah,
fixture schedules hit, and then
We don't like
then-
playing a lot of games.
Let's just go 12 games and not win. Let's have a challenge, shall we? Come on.
Fuck it.
And then we'll beat the
Come on,
rent,
Rooney.
and then we'll beat the rent boys on the south coast. Hooray!
And then Glasner went, fuck this.
Yeah. All our players went, I can't be asked for this.
I'll join you. Fuck that.
But anyway, sorry. Go
No,
back
it's
to-
all right. So that puts Brentford up to 7 on the coattails of Liverpool. Maybe a Conference League place for them, and they probably deserve it. To be fair.
Yeah, I hope they do get at least a conference.
I think they're sorry, Thiago.
Thiago, he played really well.
Yeah.
And who's the geezer that does the throw-ins? I can't remember his name.
Coyote.
Oh,
yeah.
he batted us when we played.
But
But fucking throws like Rory Delap all over.
Yeah,
him,
and the
isn't
thing
it?
is though, it's not. I think it's not a shame, but everyone looks at him like, oh, that's the guy with the big throw. But actually, he's good. He's a good, solid defender, you know. So I think he's. I think Brentford. I don't know. I think they've got quite enough to stay there.
Yeah. I'll be supporting them to get that Conference League.
Yeah,
Because who else is in the mix at the moment? Let's have a look here. So you got Everton are fucking up there.
Yeah.
Sunderland are creeping down. Fulham, it's not impossible, but I think Sunderland on 36, Everton on 37, and then Brentford and Liverpool on 39.
I think Sunderland will go. I think Sunderland will end
How
up
long
like 10.
how long have they been now in the last 5, 6, 7 games? They're just not. They started on that cusp. We spoke about this. The kind of atmosphere of being in the Premier League and the position.
But the home form's insane.
It was.
Have they even lost yet?
I don't know. So I'm looking at their form here. They've one loss. So that's their home form, which is 1-1-1, and then they lose away.
Oh, you can't see losses. But yeah, I just feel like
I can get the previous fixtures up quickly.
Sunderland are 4th in the home thing, but doesn't say what they've won or lost. I feel like but what I don't think I think they will start slowly fading away, because Newcastle, I keep saying Newcastle are going to keep going up the league, but I just look how bloody close it is.
The thing is, though, bless them. I mean, they've pretty much played all the better teams, and they've got
Sunderland have.
Yeah. I mean, they've got got an away trip to Villa and Newcastle, which would be a derby for them, of course.
Then they got battered against West Ham.
They did as well, and we was in a real shit place then. I've said all, and again.
You said from the start.
Yeah, and I know people that support Sunderland and fair play to them, but I just think this is the quest. I'm going to put it out there that next season they're going to be back in relegation. Sunderland.
Yeah, I would have thought so. Because I think they lose a few players, and I don't think their recruitment will be quite as good.
Xhaka will be a year older, and I think they'll get found out.
But I actually don't think Xhaka, since Christmas, has been as good as he was before. I think
he hasn't played, has he? For the last
He's
few
out
games?
injured at the minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not been out.
So he missed the return at the Emirates when they played yesterday.
And I'm not saying they're a one-man team. They've recruited well and they've done their good business. But I honestly believe that the whole Sunderland thing was early doors on the quest of that wave, getting back to the Premier League, fortress at the stadium alike.
Yeah,
But haven't they done what their pre-season objective would be, to stay in the Prem?
Oh, no, absolutely.
And they will do, 100%
But they
will
will
do.
still, if they drop 3 or 4 places now, the fans will feel as though that's
an opportunity missed to finish
yeah,
higher or top half.
I don't think
maybe.
they'll be happy.
Oh, they
Because they should be. They should be, because survival when you get promoted to the Premier League through the playoffs is the main thing. But when you're going from European places and you are turning over teams and
you're giving all the best teams in the league again. Yeah, they drew to Arsenal, drew to City, drew to us. Not
and
really
then
great,
all
but
of a sudden you're now down to, and I know not yet, but you drop down to 15th.
Yeah, but surely even the fans know that they're punching above their weight.
Fans are fickle.
Fans are fair. I'll give them what? I think they'll finish lowest 12th. Lowest, I think.
Yeah.
The people below them, they may get a
With 36 points.
Yeah.
36, 75 from you. You're on 31 or 32?
30.
You're 32 now.
Yeah, we're 32.
We're
4 points off them.
So what I'm saying is,
and
you're
we
talking
got
4
played.
points,
Yeah.
right? And then all of a sudden you're going from Palace, who before today was on the cusp of maybe losing to Brighton and being in a relegation battle, to being a win and a point away over a period of 2 games, to maybe being on level points with Sunderland. I think I can see Sunderland dropping. Still, I can.
I'll give them lowest 12th, I think, because the home form's so strong.
12 is usually our place, though.
We want 12.
Yeah,
We want 12.
That's where we
We want 12.
Tottenham want 12.
Wait, I'll take 17th right now. I will double down on it. Anyway, fuck that. That's later. Right. So the other game was Fulham against Everton, which finished 2-1 to Everton at Craven Cottage. That's another little top 10 scrap Hello.
Ding dong.
To be fair,
Train arrive at platform 4.
on my Super 6, I put Fulham as 1-0, and I was like, I'll boss this. Yeah, out of nowhere. Yeah, Everton scored Drewsbury Hall again, though.
Yeah, fair play to him. Fair
So
play.
did he start or?
Well, he definitely didn't score. No, I think they had Barry on today.
Yeah.
Barry Shuckle.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be a bore game, but obviously, yeah, it was
I think it was
a bit better than that, though, wasn't it? 2-1.
Yeah, 2-1 to Everton, two teams kind of fighting for the top half and who could possibly go on a little run and maybe nick a low-end European place or whatever. But I didn't watch any highlights. It just wasn't a game that really tickled my pickle in any way. And, like fair play to David Moyes for picking up another big 3 points on the road.
That puts them quite high up, doesn't it? That puts them close to Brentford.
It does. So Everton at 8th on 37 points, 2 behind Liverpool. Imagine if Everton got ahead of Liverpool.
I'd love that. How funny would that be?
No, even if it was just for like a day, Everton fans would be everywhere. They'd be cruel. I mean, I don't know any Everton fans around here. Do you?
No,
I don't know
if
if any Fulham fans.
I know a couple.
I don't know Fulham fans,
But yeah, that was a big
Still
3 points for
table
them.
now. So yeah, I mean, Everton.
who have they got midweek?
Who? Everton?
Yeah.
Let's have a little butchers. So Everton have got, as their next game, they've got home to Bournemouth and then home to United. Away to Everton, Burnley, Arsenal. Yeah, then it starts to get a bit tough for them. But
Those 2 games there, well, especially that one midweek, that's definitely winnable.
Yeah, Bournemouth.
Hill Dickinson.
yeah, Bournemouth's winnable. United, all depends if West Ham bring it back down to earth. We'll see. We'll see. So, just a last little thing on both teams. Where do you think they're going to finish? Before we move
Fulham
on.
will be like 11th-ish, something like that.
Yeah.
Battling out for mid-table. Everton, I think, will just be above that in like your 9th or 8th.
Do you think either have got anything to nick a conference? Maybe?
Everton more
I was going
likely.
to say Everton looking at the
Everton more
table.
likely. Only because they're tough to beat. Whereas someone like Fulham is like, when we played Fulham, that was our last win. Gahey got that win, that goal. We played dog shit. We were awful, but they've got that in them to lose those games like that. They should have won that 1-0, and both the goals were very average goals. You're not sitting there going, "Wow," no, they're just really bang average goals conceded. You shouldn't really be, and that's what Fulham have got in them. Whereas Everton, on the other hand, probably don't score bangers like Fulham would, like the Harry Wilsons, whatever.
Yeah.
But if they grab a goal or a couple of goals, they really are to beat.
I can see Everton nicking the Conference League spot.
I think they'll be challenging probably Brentford for it.
Yeah, Brentford, Everton challenging for. Yeah, that sounds about right. You know.
Yeah, definitely one to keep an eye on. But
I don't know who I'd like more to end in that Conference League spot actually, because I love Moisey.
yeah, I think you think like, if Brentford got it, you think like, oh, do you know, fair play to you. You think
Yeah,
fair play to both teams if they.
If I'm honest though, I think that like if either of them, like I don't want to be like completely disrespectful. If either of them even get it, I can't even see them competing in Europe, man. Everton and Brentford.
Really?
No, man. The amount of games there is in Europe, I don't think either team of.
I think any club in the Premier League that get into Europe can compete in Europe. If you're going
Well, they'll
Conference League.
compete. I just think that.
I know we can't beat fucking cups, but most fucking teams can in the Premier League.
I just think the effect it has on the Premier League.
Oh, it is
Yeah,
massive.
it is.
I mean, you look at what it's done to us. It's obliterated us. But
And it
if
did
you're
us,
saying-
mate. When we won it, I'm not being
Yeah.
funny. We were. I think we survived relegation 6 points the year we won it.
Yeah.
You know,
just takes it out of you.
it does.
Does
So
massively
lots of
take it out of you.
games.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll keep our eyes on that one. But there we are, boys. We'll move on to the next subject, which will be the relegation scrap. All right, then. So we're going to move on then to, unfortunately, all of our clubs in the relegation scrap. At varying points of the relegation scrap, that is. But before we go on to our own teams, there's another 2 teams that had a really big 6-point game for themselves on Friday night.
Oh,
And that was
huge.
Yeah, it was huge, wasn't it? So that was Leeds 3, Forest 1, Ellen Road. I didn't watch it.
No.
I watched highlights. Can't believe them. I didn't watch. I didn't watch it, to be fair. But I was out, so.
That's why you didn't watch it, because you're too busy getting smashed.
Maybe. So as you know, I even went home. But anyway, yeah. But that's a huge win for Lee.
That's a huge win
and
for
a massive defeat
for Forest. Yeah, that was probably that was even more than a 6-pointer.
I mean, you could see. I don't know if you saw. Did you watch Match of the Day, or have you watched any of the interviews? Because I think Match of the Day might take.
I've been going on a massive footballing salt for about a month.
And to be fair, I do not blame you. But Sean Dyche, and he was very right. He was like,
is he going to get sacked?
Well,
do you know what?
No, there was talks about it.
Yeah.
After that game.
Well, I know Marinakis, by
He's
the
a
way,
knob.
but
Absolute
and he's got that in his locker. But would it be the right thing to do at this stage of the season?
No, I personally think that would probably put them down.
Yeah, I mean, to have a third manager in for the season to upset the apple
It's
cart
a real
now.
difficult one because some teams do get a little bounce.
I don't think Sean Dyche going is though.
Who would they get in?
Exactly. So that's the point. Unless Big Sam is going to keep them up.
There's no way, man, because him and Marinakis.
Can you imagine?
That
would be the best.
They'd have a scrap.
Yeah. I don't like your results. Well, fuck you.
That would be.
It serves them fucking right. I like Forest as a team, and I know people that support Forest, and they had a great year last year. But part of me, and I'm not just saying this because Nuno's now at West Ham, but part of me thinks, you know what, serves you fucking right.
To sack a manager like that.
When you've been, fuck me.
I mean, they got them into Europe last year.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly. And then let's not forget their pre-season antics with the relegation of Palace
and also, I mean, he must have threatened Morgan Gibbs White with his life.
I mean, we all, when we were first recording this podcast, we all said what a muggy little interview that was.
That
like,
was the weirdest football interview I've ever. Oh yeah, Mr. Marinakis this, Mr. Marinakis that. That was the fucking weirdest.
Who does or who wants to stand by a player whilst they're doing an on-pitch interview?
Yeah,
like that. What owner has done that?
No, but the same owner that has been done in Greece for one football
for match fixing, for violent, threatening behaviour, for all sorts.
Didn't he go on a pitch with him? The Argos threatened the ref with his life.
He threatened fucking Nuno not that long ago. Went on the pitch.
I
mean, that is fucking.
I mean, that's something you don't do in front of your fan. Like, fair enough, in the boardroom, go nuts and throw fucking hairdryers or whatever.
Not in public.
But not in public. Your fans don't need to see it because all the Premier League's eyes of the world are on you. That is, it is the
There's
world.
Millions of people watching that.
Exactly, but
and they all must think he's a cunt.
Yeah,
they must
too bloody right.
So prior to kickoff, was you wanting a draw?
Yeah, for me, I wanted a draw because obviously in our position, I didn't want either one of the teams to get too far away from us. Both. This is obviously before you beat Burnley. Yeah.
So it's either like, the perfect result would have been a draw, so you can gain 2 on both rather than just 3 on 1.
Yeah, because Leeds have been on. They've had an amazing run. I think they're one of the most informed teams in the Premier League, actually, aren't they?
I think they were at one point. I'm not sure anymore. They were
something like 7.
Yeah, I mean they were doing really well. They dropped off, and obviously they got hammered by Arsenal the other day 4-0.
Yeah.
So this was a real perfect bounce back for them personally.
It was, from our point of view, the more teams we can keep close to us, obviously, the better.
Yeah.
Was my... Because we're on a bit of a bounce, we'll go on to us in a bit, but we're on a bit of a bounce. And despite what you may think, I can't see Tottenham getting really deep involved with it, and I think it's one between the 3 of us.
Do you not think it could be a little bit of a blessing, though, if Leeds start pulling away, purely on the fact that it means Forest are going shit? I think they shit themselves more by losing that game. It's all right drawing to us, Palace, sorry. It's all right drawing to Palace when they haven't won a game since November, or whenever. You then go and play a 6-point relegation side, and to be fair, it was 3-1, but it was 3-0. That was right at the end of the game. That was consolation goal. That was purely just another a goal on their goal difference. Like that was a 3-0 drubbing, really.
Despite Leeds' form, I could still see him getting dragged into it.
I do.
And from my point of view, so we are 6 points behind Forest, and I can't think what we are with Leeds now. It's not.
You are 6.
9?
Yeah, no, you're 6.
6 with Leeds and 6 with Forest. If they draw.
No. So you are 3 with Forest.
Yeah, and
6 with Leeds and us.
So from my point of view is that if you take the 3 away from Leeds and give them 1, and you give Forest 1, all of a sudden, okay, that's still 4 points, which is 2 wins effectively. But I think for me, still a draw. I'd rather 2 teams be close to us than 1.
Do you know the reason why I think not only because I think mentally to the players of Forest that really hurts them. And actually, I'll tell you, their best
draw would have hurt.
But their best player in Anderson, I thought he was for the highlights I watched. I thought he was fucking awful.
Maybe he's been dragged down.
He's getting dragged down with him. He has to leave.
Yeah.
Because if he keeps playing like that to the end of the season, he cannot start for him.
No.
Well, the thing is, if I was to choose who was going to survive or go down, it would be Forest.
I hope so.
Or go down. I think after that result, I do.
And
then Scabby win against us as well, which we spoke about.
Yeah, but
that
VAR fucked you. VAR fucked
it
you.
was a fucking. That was a fucking.
Yeah.
You take that out of the equation, then us and Forest almost leapfrog each other, don't we? So.
And you'll be, that would be. And I actually think who Forest got next?
They've got Wolves.
They
Wolves
do.
or the Leeds have Wolves.
Forest have got Wolves. Let's have a look
I
here.
think it is Forest.
So,
if they lose to Wolves.
So here are Forest fixtures coming up. So in the Premier League, they've got Wolves at home and Liverpool at home and then Brighton away. But sandwiched in that, they've got Fenerbahce home and away. So they've got...
That's also despite the result.
But that's
exhausting, isn't it?
It's exactly. So in the terms of the Premier League and their survival, probably the Europa is a bit more of a distraction they probably don't need.
See, I would say if they don't beat Wolves, don't beat them. Draw, they're in the shit.
Yeah.
Because they ain't going to beat Liverpool. And I think Brighton, after today's result, have to get a win against them. And I think they will.
And then after Brighton, Man City at the Etihad.
Oh.
So that's 3, after Wolves, that's 3 Premier League fixtures which they will struggle against. And having the extra 180 minutes. And if, let's just say that they're level and aggregate on Fenerbahce, another 30 minutes in the tank.
I also think
who knows?
Football has this funny little way of being a bit of having a bit of a story about it, about Nuno coming to West Ham when we're fucking in the mire and Forest going as they are.
What?
I don't know. I don't know why I find it so funny. I love it.
But how ironic would it be for Marinakis to fuck off Nuno when Nuno sends them down?
Brilliant.
It's written in the stars.
But I also think trying to fuck Palace over, you didn't need to give them the big one. You could have just been the Conference League. We could have been Europa, whatever. Give it the big one. Like, you're so fucking nice. Everything you do in football is lovely. You're an arsehole. And you've just fucking thrown... Yeah. He's mugged us under the table. And it will be fucking karma if them boys go down.
Exactly. So he spat his toys and dummy out the pram all summer, and it would be karma.
It would be karma.
And I would love them to capitulate and sack Dyche, because that will be capitulation and they would definitely go down.
All right, but there we go. That's the first of the 2 teams in the relegation scrap. Let us go to you, who were, I think, in the relegation scrap prior to kick-off, but
I think
you did.
I think
Brighton
still
at their place.
Kind of are. I still think we
but
kind of are.
You've got a nice little gap, a bit of breathing space now.
It'd be really good if we win midweek and then I'll sit here and say we got Burnley.
Right, so...
And I think we're at home.
You beat Burnley.
I think we're away anyway.
I think it's going to be a low point relegation this year.
Yeah.
I don't think you need 40. I think you're going to need 38.
But I don't know if you. I take it none of you probably watched our game.
No, I didn't really, because it always promises to be a high-scoring affair.
Yeah, no, it never is.
And it never is.
No, it's a very boring game, Palace Brighton. It's not for fans,
Of course.
because the problem with Palace Brighton, other than other rivalries, I think you want to beat them. Whereas I feel like Palace Brighton is like, just don't lose to them fuckers. Like, it's that sort of game. And that's what it was again today, especially in the way that we both were. I mean, last year it was a little bit different when we took 6 points off them last year, beat them both home and away. That was a bit different, and we were more fluid and we were scoring all that. Today, and before we drew them at the start of the season, or in the start of the season, whatever, we were right. Strand Larson obviously started.
How did he get on? I did see a little bit of the game. I was watching a bit, and he should have scored at the end there, probably. A good chance.
Good chance, good save. And if it wasn't for him the keeper luckily flicked his leg and took it away from him for the rebound, he would have scored.
I know it's hard to ask this question and to give a definitive answer. Does he look like a good fit? Does he?
I think he will be. Yeah.
There's a lot of money for him.
We vastly overpaid for him.
And then Mateta didn't go, did he?
But Mateta will go. I think that's the reason why we vastly overpaid for him, because then you sit there going, we got rid of Mateta for 30 mil, so really he's
paid 20
or
mil,
18, whatever.
Do you think you'll get that from Mateta in the summer though? Because he's set his stall out that he wants to go.
Yeah, I don't know, if I'm honest, mate. Now I don't know, but then to be fair, the club's put hand in the pockets or whatever.
Yeah.
Pino played fucking awful today. I feel like we should have put Johnson instead of him. Sarr, mate, I tell you, looked quite good when he came on. Gested. But we wanted him in the summer.
Was it Gesson? Was it?
Gesson, that's it.
Rudy Gested. He's not been away for a while.
I can't pronounce that guy's name. Fucking hell.
Yeah, okay.
What's his name?
Gesson from Villa.
Yeah. So we loaned him from Villa. So we wanted him in. We were gonna get him in the summer. Right. That's who we wanted in the summer, and Villa sort of nabbed him off us. So him coming in, he looked pretty good when he came on. To be fair, he was. And you know what? When he came on, it felt really good, because it was like, as someone that has played some Premier League football today, he's actually fit. Kamada came on today.
Oh, okay, brilliant.
Buzzing for. Yeah, I have turned my things on Kamada.
You have.
So I think we'll be alright, and I think we'll beat Burnley. It'll be really interesting who plays.
Well, so I mean, now you've won today, give yourself a little bit of breathing space. Your next 4 fixtures are obviously Burnley at home, and then you've got the first of your, however the fuck you pronounce them, Brzynski in the Conference League. Then you've got Wolves at home.
Yeah.
So that's 2 Premier League games in a row, which you could think you wouldn't be a million miles away from hoping you get 6 points out of that.
So that could be 9 points from 3 games, easily there.
Yeah. So I think you win both of those, which you probably could and probably should.
Definitely should.
Should. That puts you...
Probably won't, but should.
But I think that will be you done and dusted, and you can kind of like...
But then I hope that sort of gives us a building block to go, we ain't that far away from the Conference League qualification again.
Oh, fuck off. Fuck off, Martin. You talked about relegation last week, and now you're talking about qualifying for Europe, you cunt.
Just because you've lost twice to Wolves doesn't mean that we have. Alright, fucking hell. If they beat Wolves, they'd be second. But if we beat Wolves, we could be back.
For a minute there, I thought I was sorting to Mitch.
I'll tell you what, we get Robbie King when Glasgow goes, we're sorted.
Come on, let's have it.
Right, so that's going to be 8. We've put it over. We're 5 points away from that.
Yeah, it might as well be a million miles, mate. You're saying this on the back of Burnley.
Just because you haven't got 5, just because it takes you about 30 games to get 5 points, doesn't mean it does for us lot, right?
Listen.
Let's have it right.
Let's have it right. All I'm saying to you is, right, I actually love Palace and I love you, right? I do, right? But on the back of beating Burnley and Wolves, and then you're saying you're going to push for Europe, is a bit fucking... Come on,
well, it won't, because
we just beat Brighton as the first win you've had in 12 games. You're talking about fucking pushing for Europe.
Oh my god, I'm one of those fans.
Oh no, we've won a game, we're going to qualify for Europe. Fucking hell, they're getting relegated and win the Champions League.
Can I just say, how is this club doing this to me when I remember when they won their first game on the TV, came and going, fucking hell, you won one game, you silly club, we're still 10 points away from relegation.
The old switcheroo. Funny.
Anyway, that's Palace Brighton.
That's Palace Brighton.
Can I just say, before we move on, what
Right,
do you boys think of Brighton?
Brighton.
I think they're dropping. I think
their
their manager is
their
shit.
fans were fucking. Their
manager's awful.
At the end of the game, one of their, they're going to try and get an equaliser and all that, and one of their players just booted some fucking random ball up the pitch to see if just went out and Henderson was just shimming it out of play. Fucking hell, their fans were fuming, mate. They were booing big time.
Okay, so no one's really chatted them really about being embroiled in the scrap. But let's have a look at their fixtures they've got coming up. So they've got Villa away. Tough. I know Villa are dropping a little bit, but they're probably... I'd predict that to be, at the minute, like 2 or 3-1 to Villa.
Yeah.
Then they've got Brentford away, who are pushing for Europe. Then they've got Forest at home.
Win.
And then then Arsenal at home. And Sunderland away. That's the...
It wasn't long ago as well, I seem to remember when we had a conversation, however many podcasts it was, when I think it was me, I turned around and said, Brighton are doing their business quietly, no one's really talking about them, and they was there, they was in like the top 7 or 8, and they was just plugging away, and then all of a sudden they've dropped like a fucking stone, haven't they?
Right, now, just say for instance, and let's just talk hypotheticals, you win 2 out of 4 games. And Brighton pick up like a draw or 2 draws, and everyone else picks up a few points or whatever, and all of a sudden Brighton are 4 points or 5 or 4 points away, and all of a sudden their arse starts twitching.
Yeah, well they should be, because
What the hell, 31?
So it's at the minute it's 14th for 31, Spurs 29, Leeds 29, Forest 26, West Ham 23. So I know it's an 8-point swing to West Ham and Brighton, but 2 wins and 2 draws in 2 weeks, that shit changes.
At the end of this segment, I think we should go around and say what you think the level of points are to stay out this year. After we spoke about them.
All right. Okay. So once we've gone through the whole malarkey, all right. But Brighton, I think they'll be okay as it stands. But let's chat again in 3 or 4 games' time. Then we'll see how those difficult fixtures they've got coming up and how they've got, because they could easily scrape a win against somebody and then they're all right.
Yeah, 2 wins out of that.
Yeah, exactly. But what I'll do is I'll get my shit a shower of club out of the way.
Shit.
Yeah, that's the one. Out of the way.
You're that bamboozled. You can't talk. Something.
I know exactly. And then we'll finish on a bit of a lighter note, which is your club. But let's go to Spurs 0, Man United 2 at Old Trafford. And first of all, red card or not? Do you think it was a red card? Did you see the Romero red card?
Yeah, I did.
I can see why it's a red card, and a lot of challenges like that are getting red cards. So you haven't really got a leg to stand on. But from an old school football fan that grew up in the 80s and 90s watching football, when you've got players like Julian Dix and Stuart Pearce and Vinnie Jones and people crunching at the challenge, and people are getting applauded for fucking wiping a player out and booting the ball off the pitch. It's an incredibly soft red, and I know it's biased because it's my player, but on the whole game, we've taken that incident aside. We didn't play well enough to win at all. But
you didn't play too bad though, am I right? I only watched the highlights. So by the way, the highlights make you look like you played awful. But when I listen to Tottenham fans on TikTok or YouTube, you didn't play dreadful.
We had our moments, but Man United, they could tell they'd won a few games in a row and they were on a bit of a bounce. They were doing little flicks and little round the corner passes, and they were playing with a bit of swagger, and they could and probably should have scored about 2 or 3 more.
That first goal was shit to concede, wasn't it?
It was horrific, and he probably doesn't watch the club, but I had Jack fucking Newsted in here, And he's a typical Man United fan, especially,
right.
and he's like waxing lyrical about everything. And he's like, "Oh, shut up! You've been dog shit all year."
We get him on next week.
Oh, but we should. We should.
You won't get a fucking sentence out of the poor cunt.
I'm getting him on next week.
I'm not blasting him in this particular situation, but there was someone else in here, and literally like, "Oh Man United are pretty good, Man United." He said, "Oh mate, they have been wank for 20 odd games.
They got lucky against Fulham,
and they got absolutely no." But fair enough and fair play to them. On the day, I'm not going to slate Man United because they did deserve to win. On the balance of it all, we just didn't. But my issue isn't that one singular result. It's been the whole fucking year, and at the moment the focus is starting to go off Thomas Frank a little bit. Even though I personally don't think he's good enough, because
it's more the upper.
So it's the hierarchy.
We spoke about this before.
Yeah, we spoke about it before, and I'll bring it up again in just a second. But one thing that really annoyed me in the post-match interview with Thomas Frank, he sounds upbeat. Sounds like, we played all right. We probably should have got more out of the game, and we've got players to come back. And he's smiling and he's happy. You should be fucked off. Yeah. You are a club that's literally plummeting down the league, sleepwalking into a relegation battle. West Ham are picking up points. You should be fucked off. Fucked off.
Leeds winning before.
Yeah, exactly. We are not saying.
Where's that put you away from Leeds? 3.
So we're level points with Leeds.
Yeah,
we're level points with Leeds. 3 above Forest, 6 above West Ham, and all 3 of those teams can get points and are picking up points, and we are gradually going down. Our ownership didn't spend enough in January, didn't get enough players in January.
Who did you buy him?
We bought Conor Gallagher. Yeah. So we sold Johnson, bought Conor Gallagher for exactly the same money, so no net spend in a position we didn't really need to invest in.
Yeah.
Conor Gallagher's a decent signing, but that's not a position we needed to upgrade in.
I never understood.
Do you think you signed him because Kudus is out for the season, isn't he?
He's out for the season.
But that's why I never understood.
But Conor Gallagher's not a winger. So we didn't replace a position that we lacked in. We got a number, or what is Conor Gallagher? Number 6'8" hybrid, who just runs around and be a nuisance all day. He doesn't really move. We didn't need that at all. We needed players. Don't get me wrong, because we've got 12 players out at the minute. Our team on paper that are out injured at the minute is better than our first 11 that we're putting on the pitch at the moment. So our board haven't replaced anybody. It's like,
I found it weird you getting rid of Brendan Johnson. I know we've taken him on everything like that, but I know Mitch really didn't like him. I don't know your real thoughts on him, but he scored goals for you. Was he your top goal scorer last year?
He was a top goal scorer for the last 2 years.
And I know he wasn't amazing for you, and that's not what you want going forward to go and win leagues and all. But you don't sign him, you don't sell him if you're not going to sign someone that's a bit better. Yes, you have with Kudos, don't get me wrong, but when something like that happens, you need someone to come back on that can still score goals for you down the wing, and I found that a really weird decision from your board, because I'm actually quite buzzing with Brendan Johnson for 35 mil, and I find it really weird, because realistically, us at the moment, we're in the same mire.
We're in the same mire. You love that saying, the fair. You love that saying, but you're exactly right. Brendan Johnson is not the player which I think our club needs to progress. No, he's done an amazing service for us. He's scored plenty of goals, probably one of the most important goals in our history to win us a trophy. We sold him to you for good money. You know what? That was good for him personally as well.
How much did you buy for?
We made a loss on him. We bought it for
15 mil?
Yeah, just under 50, 48, 47.5 million, I think.
Let's just say you lost like 10 mil on him.
Yeah,
maybe 10 or 15.
Say we lost 12 and a bit million on him. And do you know what? For the sake of him scoring a truckload of goals for us and winning us a trophy, it's worth that expenditure.
I think so. 12 mil for a top goal scorer and a player that wins you.
He's probably at a club where his style of play suits a bit more. Brendan Johnson is good when you're on the counter and he's got room to move at and arrive late in at the back post. Yeah. He is awesome at that. And then he fizzed the ball over, one touch, boom, goal. That's Brendan Johnson all over, and I think he's more suited at Palace. But going back to the hierarchy at Spurs, the way they've acted over the season, the way they I don't care what anyone says, any other football club sacks Thomas Frank.
Yeah,
Of our stature.
I do agree. If you like, it's going to sound stupid because you're not a top six club, but you are. In everyone's head, you are one of the top six.
All right, we're top six now, but we're a top 8 club.
Yeah, right. But either way, what I'm saying is, you still have to make the decisions to keep up with those, to be that top six club,
exactly.
Or top 8, whatever you want to say. But how the guy's still there makes me think you ain't getting rid of him unless at the end of the season something goes dreadfully wrong, because he's gone by now. So if he's not gone by now, have you as a club gone, it's not Thomas Frank's fault? This is what I see from fans anyway, or what I watch, is that it's not really Thomas Frank's fault. The board is shit and it is what it is, and he's there till the end of the season, and let's just pray it don't go any worse.
Well, you are right, and the trouble is he's done all right. We've got a third massive injury crisis 3 seasons in a row.
Yeah.
And what the reasons for I don't know.
Does there have to be a reason for it? Because do you not remember Arsenal ages ago? It was like one of the end of Arsene Wenger's reign, and everyone just kept getting injuries.
Yeah.
Is that a thing of your trainer or coach? I don't know.
I don't know because we blamed Ange for his high intensity, high line. Everyone's doing multiple sprints and but it's still happening. So
because that made sense, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. It's Ange's fault. He's making us fucking run. He's doing 2 intense training sessions, but now he's gone, and it's still happening. And apparently we've changed the medical staff over twice or something. So it's not something I can easily explain. I don't know why is happening.
What's your centre back's going to be next game? Because there's no Romero.
Yeah, Romero's not out for 4 fucking games.
Because it's his second race. Danso's out.
Danso's out to the end of the year. Davis is out to the end of the year.
Isn't Van der Ven out? Or is he back now?
But Van der Ven played against Man United, but there's rumours that he may be injured or whatever. So hopefully there's him.
And we're going to put Archie Gray again back there?
No, we'll end up putting Paulinho. No, we've got Dragosin.
Fuck.
Romanian top knot guy. So that's our centre back pairing with Paulinho and Archie Gray as backup at the moment with all the injuries that we've got. But now, as a fan base, everybody's turning on the board.
It's board, isn't it?
Everyone's turning on the board. And
do you not think that might be better for your players and Thomas Frank as a whole?
If you say that as a small little comfort and consolation, yeah. But the whole thing's toxic. The whole thing is toxic. From people are going for the manager, they're going for the players, they're going for the board, they're going for everyone. Everybody's turning on each other. And we are sleepwalking into a relegation battle slowly but surely. And it only takes 2 more weeks. And
we could be sitting there.
And right, it could be 3, 4, say 5 weeks, 5 more games, and then there's 10 left. West Ham could be above us. And we could be the ones sitting 18th.
Who have you got?
Right, so we've got Newcastle at home, which is a losable game. Then we've got Arsenal at home, which is a definite losable game. Then we've got Fulham away, who we struggle against all the time.
You have to beat that. That is the game where I think everyone's going on about the board. Say you lose those 2 games, I still think no one's really going to worry about your team because everyone has now just gone for that, your fans.
Well, the next
if you lose against Fulham, mate, everything's going to go back to the players and Frank.
Yeah. So our 3 games, I know every game is important now because, fuck me, I've never been involved in a relegation scrap before and I fucking hate it. I hate football right now. I fucking hate it. I've even thought about, do you know what? I'll give up football altogether. I'm not going to watch it. I'm not going to talk about it. I'm just going to fucking go and sit in my room and rock my fucking self to death.
Every game is scary.
And every game is scary. And trouble is, there's no positive. There's nothing to cling on to where someone somewhere knows what they're doing. It just needs to click.
Solanke looks like he can score now.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm trying.
I know you're
I'm
trying. I know you're trying, but there are very few positives.
Is looking a bit better.
He's getting better, and bless him, he's trying. He's really trying. But
he's on fucking God knows how much a win.
He's trying to fucking sell ice to Eskimos right now. He's just not surrounded by a good fan base or good team or a good club in a good place at the moment. And I personally, and if you put it out there, what would I say out of 100% chances of us getting relegated this year, I'm going to put it well above 50. Because all I can see is it's going down.
I'm struggling to see where you get to that point.
And unless, and the big one is Newcastle next. Beat Newcastle at home, another 3 points on the board, things start to happen going into the Arsenal game. Because
Newcastle need a reaction.
Newcastle need a reaction. But if we were to somehow fucking scrape a win against Newcastle, we go into the Arsenal game with a tiny little bit of belief. Yeah. But if we get beat by Newcastle, we get slapped by Arsenal. No, home.
Oh, it's at home.
It doesn't matter where we play.
Actually,
we could play at Holt United and probably have a better result.
You're bad at home.
We're so bad at home. It's so bad. I could literally sit here for another 3 hours and say all of the shit of what's going on up here and what's going wrong at our club, but I can't.
Yeah.
It's depressing me even just talking about it now. It's horrible. It's a horrible feeling, and I get now why you were feeling like you were feeling about 2-3 months ago. Do you know when you couldn't buy a win? Everything was...
But everything was against us. That's how it felt. Like everything was against us. And owners, fucking fans. I've been listening to what you're saying, and obviously I have no love for Tottenham whatsoever. But I've been listening to what you're saying. I think with the Frank thing from a level-headed point of view, I touched on the Frank thing earlier, going from Brentford now being better and one thing and another. And we have touched on this, and this isn't a dig at you or any other Tottenham fan that I know. But I've said this before, that Tottenham are a poison club. They're a poison club. West Ham to a degree are a poison club. Man United are to a degree. There's certain clubs where I think fans' expectations are more than the realistic level that you're at, we're at, other clubs are at, right? I think that it's not Frank's fault. Right, I don't think he's a good enough manager for you, but I don't think it's his fault. I think it is the board. I think you have a shithousery of a board that are running the club, and although it doesn't help you and it doesn't help other Tottenham fans, it's a little bit like I think I said before from a West Ham point of view. If we got relegated, the only good thing about that would have been the amount of money that the owners would lose for their incompetence. Yeah. Not that I would ever, from your point of view, you don't want to go, of course you don't want to fucking get relegated.
But trouble is, mate,
but it's the only
I've thought this shit. It's for like, if we were to get relegated, that would mean like, these cunts would lose money. They'd probably sell up.
And you know what, and
we'd start again.
It wouldn't matter.
It wouldn't matter. Fucking, and the trouble is, you think like relegation. No, it's the worst thing that could ever fucking happen.
No team in the Premier League wants relegation.
Has your views changed from last week? Because last week, me and Iron Palace. Iron Palace.
Fucking Iron Man.
Us and Tottenham were on the same thing, and you went, well, and I said, well, why have you not put Tottenham in that relegation fight?
No, I didn't.
You did. And I said, we're on the same points. You went, yeah, but they're never getting relegated.
But I think I said before, was you there? I don't know if you was actually. I said that it's all right. Nothing is impossible in football. Leicester win Premier League fucking leagues, like Gemma Collins winning the London Marathon shit, man. Right, nothing's impossible. Right, nothing's impossible with football. Realistically, can you see Tottenham going down? No, I can't. I think I called them a juggernaut earlier. You're not a juggernaut, but what I mean by that is that Tottenham, in my life and experience, have always been around about the European places.
Oh yeah, same as me. Yeah,
Champions League, Europa League, FA Cup finals, right? Tottenham have always been there, so they've always been what I would call a top side in the Premier League. And the equivalent to Tottenham going down isn't any different to a Arsenal going down, or Arsenal United.
I agree. I do agree.
And Liverpool battling relegated, right? So do I see Tottenham going down? No, I don't. I think they'll come good and they'll stay up.
No, but
they're in the mix.
But what I'm saying is, all they've got is injuries, and in the mire, as you would say.
I think it's a poor excuse, the injuries.
Not what they have.
But what I'm saying is,
we had it.
Right,
they were starting coming back, but
I get it when you have a ridiculous amount of injuries, as you did last year, right? And
their injury list is their top 11.
Yeah.
Imagine if that was your I take it on the Palace thing, right? Their injury list would be their starting 11 bar Van der Ven and fucking Romero.
Yeah, barring our centre backs and keeper.
That's
our injury list.
That's their injury list.
It's unfortunate.
But that's insane, isn't it?
2 years on the trot, and there's something going down.
Three.
This is what I'm saying. That's what I said to him. I said there must be something going wrong, because it happened with Arsenal in one of Wenger's last strings, and everyone was like, there must be something going on in training or something. Why is everyone getting injured? But then is that just unlucky?
Yeah, you
But
have to put it down.
You can't sit there. You can't blame the board for going, well, why don't we have these players to replace them? No one thinks you're going to do that. Unless you're Arsenal and you're battling out for a league, or Man City, or whoever's battling out for a league. Yeah, have a squad. But if you're not, you can't sit there and have 11 players as your squad. You can't, because it's too expensive and you don't get that money back.
I don't know what the answer is with that.
But the thing is, though, I look around at the teams that are sadly around me at the minute, and they've all done bits, done something to try and change their fortunes in January. Like, we are in a fucking relegation scrap, and we are going to try. Well, you bought 2 new strikers, which you needed, and for all intents and purposes, it's kind of helped, no?
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we'll get to you in a bit. Right? Forest, they bought some new players. Leeds, I don't think they bought anybody, but they're showing a bit of fight because they're down there.
Yeah. We bought Strand, a new striker, Gesson on loan.
Because you feel like shit, we don't want to go down.
Yeah.
Our board and our hierarchy and our manager is all acting like we're too big or too good to go down.
And the thing is that you've lost your last chance to give it. Like you could have bought just one more person, just like a big one.
Could have loaned some fuckers for who are literally only going to play for 2 months before the big boys come back again. Numbers, it left us desperately thin in probably our toughest fixture run for the rest of the season.
In your history, potentially.
I know it's 13 games, a lot of points to go, there's a lot of football to be played. I give our chance probably 60-40, 40% going down, 60 staying up.
No way.
I'll
go 70-30 you're staying up. You're not 60.
Have you not watched our games, mate?
I have, but you're Tottenham.
I
get what you're saying.
Big fucking Wolves,
man. Your players will come back. You look, our players have started coming back. And
we've still got people that don't come back until end of March and beginning of April, and then it's going to take them at least another 3 weeks to get match fit.
What's your view quickly as a Tottenham fan on this whole Romero?
Dog shit.
on this whole Romero thing,
right?
He's your club captain. He's mugged your board off God knows how many times, and then sit there against a game against Man United and get sent off. Whether it's sending off or not, I personally think it was. I get why he's sent off. It's not like
it's a red. It's a soft red.
It's a soft, but you're not sitting there going, "Oh, it was never a red," because it was kind of a red. But why is that guy? And even Thomas Frank in a press conference when one of the guys asked him, "It's your club captain, why is it?" He goes, "Oh, we don't get sent off that much." Or actually, he does.
He's been sent off the most times in the Premier League.
And he went, "Oh, I didn't know that. How the fuck does your manager not know that?" And no, what I'm saying is, where do you go from that as your club captain has mugged your board off and your club? It's a bit like when you have fucking Antonio Conte, but your club captain's mugged everyone off, and then you go to a really big game at Old Trafford and he goes and gets sent off. What? How is
That's
that?
why I say 60-40, mate. Because
That is.
See,
I agree.
because it's a fucking you are right. So Romero's coming out, and it's not the first time he's had a pop at the ball. And do you know
second
what?
or third or something.
I'm all for it because they need to. They need a rocket up their ass because we've got a brand new board of people that have taken over from Daniel Levy, and we all wanted Levy out because we thought he was a poisonous little snake. But
Does that help the team though? When you're
possibly,
the captain.
but he did not help the team out. He did not help or whatever out.
Not
but
being sent off, I meant putting those things online. Does that help the team out in the dressing room?
yeah, he got liked by a few of the players. His post got liked by a few of the first teamers.
But then, does that help with your pre-match games and everything like that, and what you got to do? Does that help your team in the long run?
No.
So.
But this is the mire that we're in. This is the shit show.
You are in the fucking mire. Is that something I say?
Yeah.
I've said it many times. I am just just catchphrases is what I do. Right. So I saw the Romero sending off. Right. Personally, I didn't think it was a red card. I think the red card was probably given because of the other challenge that led up to that and then that. I think it was an accumulation
And also
of his actions.
Without being
his reputation doesn't help
exactly.
himself.
He is targeted a little bit, and that's not me just being biased. And
I'm backing up the whole.
Because
I don't think it was.
there was a challenge that was made in the Arsenal game by a
card.
Sunderland player who did exactly the same challenge
Yes, I saw.
Right, and that wasn't a red, and we can all debate whether the consistency of this, that, and the other. It was just. That's what happens to you when
You're in the shit.
when you're in the mud, as you well fucking know, mate. And you're in the mire. The
I
shit.
know we had £1 for charity every time we said mire tonight. So the point with the red card thing is is that I think that the red card that Romero got, personally, I don't think that's a red card. I don't. But.
I didn't, but I've been shut down for thinking that.
I think
it's an orange.
I think it was a bit more sort of petulant type of we've lost the game, throw your toys out the pram red card.
It is, but
and I'm going to flip it around, and I said that. So when we played Chelsea and Traore picked up Cucurella, threw him on the ground, and Sabino got him round the neck, right? That is a red card, but I didn't mind that. I didn't mind that. Because although we'd already lost the game, for me personally, that showed a bit of fucking fight.
That's so big for them. That's 4 games out.
And we lost him for 3 games, but I still didn't mind it because I think that certain times with certain actions, it has an effect on the rest of the team to give a bit of fucking bite.
But then
Sabino's that was a bit of
Sabino's not your captain.
No, he is our captain, but he's also one of our fucking top goal scorers. And he,
oh my god!
Right, it's horrible to say, but I do agree with you in a sense. Do you know what? Someone's showing a bit of grit and determination and doesn't want to be where he's at.
That's what you. Sometimes that's what you need.
Sometimes
from
you need
a
it, and sometimes you want it. But I'm going to.
I think that wasn't the right time or place.
Yeah, no.
For him
Right.
to
So
do that.
you know my opinion. Before we move on to your club,
That's all right.
do you honestly think?
Fuck, we've been talking about Tottenham for a long time, haven't we?
We have. Right. So Spurs, up or down?
Up.
All right. Thank you.
Do I think it'll be very easy?
Nah.
Because at the moment, I really don't think purely, and I feel a bit sorry for you, a little bit like last year. Your injuries are absolutely ropey, and when you have people like that being out for 4 games, I think it's big.
It is huge. It is huge going forward, but we'll see what happens.
Hopefully, you start scoring goals in the next couple of games because you will concede.
Right. The next game, Newcastle, is a fucking cup final.
You will concede.
It's an
goals.
absolutely. We will lose games, as Thomas Frank said.
You will.
And we're we can.
Oh,
If you
and we
lose that,
fucking will.
if you lose that,
I think they will. Because Newcastle have to go big.
also
After
for,
losing to Brentford, they have to go big.
and Eddie Howe's job, mate. It's like he.
Yeah, he-
I'll
Just
tell you
about
what.
to say,
I tell you what. He, for me, unless they win a ridiculous amount of games, we'll
Imagine
run
if
into
they
the end of
beat-
the season. But I think, but for Eddie Howe, he needs to win a ridiculous amount of games now to the end of the season and get some sort of European football. He's gone.
yeah.
He's gone.
Yeah, I think
And
so.
I think he'll replace Frank.
I think Eddie Howe's going to be.
If you're not in the Championship by then.
He's in.
It may not be.
You don't meet my expectation. Right. I'm going to go and manage fucking
I'm gonna-
Leicester.
It may not be a case of if. It might be when.
I think he would be a great
But I think it's a shoe-in for the England job. But
Yeah, I do. as well.
But anyway, fuck my club, literally. So let's finish up tonight, mate. Let's talk about Burnley against West Ham and a huge
my God.
3
I tell you,
points.
can we go from a bad board to a really good board?
Fuck off,
They needed strikers. They bought them and they turned that thing. But
They have sold some dildos in 2025.
Dildo fucking hobbit.
but their board's awesome. They needed
fuck off,
strikers
cunts.
and they needed and they got them.
Yeah.
I don't give a fucking shit. I'll fight you now. Slag. Right? You fucking slag. Our board are fucking shit.
The board.
We're fucking shit.
Listen.
Let's get it right.
Fucking right. Let's go. I'll come back to the board in a minute if you wish. I think the Karen Brady got a refund on her fucking lips and plastic surgery.
Oh, you see,
Why,
she's better now.
Tatty.
She's better now.
Oh, she's fucking rank, mate. Thank God that she got a refund on her lips, man. We bought Tatty with that.
Yeah.
Turkey refunded her. Anyway, right.
So no tatties and we bought tatty.
Okay, so we have been shit all fucking season. We know that with the managerial merry-go-round and blah blah blah. You guys and others that have been on the podcast have all said about you feel the West Ham were good enough to stay up, and wasn't long ago we were doomed when we lost to Forest and this, that, and the other. I think Nuno actually is starting to get a bit of a tune out of us. I think we are probably the most informed team in that bottom 6 club.
Yeah, you've won like 3 out of 5 now, so
Yeah.
for absolutely.
Narrowly lose to Chelsea. And
Played
then
well though.
We played fucking well. I think I said after the Chelsea game that I think I called it a 2-2 draw, and we lose 3-2, and as I touched upon earlier, the little handbags at the end, I quite like that, and I know that every fucking West Ham fan would have fucking loved that.
Yeah.
And when you've got Gary Neville and Carragher saying, oh, the fans don't like to see that, oh, they fucking do.
Yeah.
They want to see you having a fucking row, and fucking, all right, we've lost a game, but we're not being mugged off, let's fucking...
Did I send you that picture?
Yeah, you did, yeah. The fans, they're loving it.
Yeah.
That's what you want to see.
It was a caption of Gary Neville, like the fans don't want to see us, and behind the thing, I think it's a load of Chelsea fans going, fucking go! Like,
Brilliant. Of course, the fans want to see
Oh,
that.
I love that, love that.
Every fan wants to see a fight.
You want to see a
Of course
fucking
they
scrap. If
do.
you're going to lose a game of football, win the scrap on the pitch.
Yeah.
But
And that was even Chelsea fans fucking
Yeah,
I
going, we
know.
fucking love a
I
fight.
know.
Prawn sandwich brigade.
Yeah.
Again, I know that we said it, but I just think it's fucking hilarious, man. When
Joe Pedro squared up.
Well, when before
Yeah.
that, when Traore just picks up Coupe and just throws him away like a rag, and then
Get out of
Pedro
here.
comes running in and is like, dum. Traore, dum.
The thing is, though, normally Cucurella would jump up and defend himself, but he later went out, I want none of this. I want that. I want none of this.
The thing is though, there was no other Chelsea fan running and player running.
Pedro ran in and were like, oh.
Yeah, everyone else going, you're brave, cunt. And then suddenly went, whoa.
Did Bob Palmer do that? He went running in and went, oh, fuck
Yeah,
that. Turned around and ran away again.
Suddenly his bravery went a bit cold, didn't it?
ice cold.
Going back to the game. I've said it a few times this season, but that for us was it's the biggest game of the fucking season for us. You know, we have to win. We have to beat Burnley. I think that we look all right. I'm not going to say good.
I was about to say, did you play better against them?
We took our chances.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say that we look brilliant, but I think it was one of them really nervy fucking games.
He's got to keep Somerville, haven't you?
We've got to keep Somerville. Fernandes is coming good now. Manson being put in for Areola was a bit of a
wonky choice, no?
Well, it was, but the thing is that believe it or not, despite the shit start to the season, he's had 2 clean sheets and Areola's had none.
But I actually kind of think if it weren't for Areola, you would have lost some games.
Absolutely,
5, 6,
I love Areola. I do. I fucking love Areola. So when they put him in goal, I was thinking, this could be this because if he has a mare and drops a clanger in the first 10 minutes, that was a bold move.
It was, wasn't it?
Paid off.
Really bold.
It did, but does that pay off in the long run?
I don't know whether there's a bit of an issue with Areola, whether he's got a little bit of a knock or maybe 100%. I don't know because
hopefully he's got a bit of a knock because I feel like if not, I feel like that don't help your situation.
But I think that having that on the back of the Burnley game would only give Hermanson a bit of
better confidence.
Yeah, because the Leicester fans I know they're all saying to me, he's amazing.
Yeah,
he's amazing. I'm like. But I said to them, you might think he's amazing. You can see 90 fucking goals you can't, like fucking when they got relegated. He's going to look good. Right? Don't you put him in the sticks when it's 0-0 and you've got a 50-50. Is he...
is he saying it? Yeah.
My opinion's out on him a little bit. I think we paid about 18 million for him. It's a lot of money for a keeper.
Yeah.
I don't know with him. But going back to the game itself, from what I watched, I was encouraged. 2-0 up. Dicey played fucking well.
You started him?
Really well, played really well.
Who did you start? Oh, because
with Mavropanos because Tabilo got sent off. I think if Tabilo hadn't got sent off, I don't think he would have started.
I feel like,
and I think that is
he's just a unit though, isn't he?
Yeah, but do you not think
he's not a ball-playing defender like Chelsea?
The signing from him, even though I said it was a stinker because he's not good enough for Chelsea.
So it's the wrong club for him, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but an absolute unit and will fucking do bits. Like you look at Trevor Chalobah when we loaned him, he was incredible for us. Is he that good for Chelsea?
No, because Chelsea want you to play balls out from the back and but Chalobah's not that player. Diassi's certainly not that player. You want him just because he's a tank.
Yeah, but I don't want that player either. Like I've said it from fucking day one. I don't want to see us running the ball out to your fucking defence. For me, that's not fucking football, man. I fucking hate it. So I'm hoping that Nuno's got in his head, and I think I said maybe 3 or 4 podcasts ago, until we play 2 up top, or we're going for that attack style of football, which wasn't Nuno's thing, we're not going to survive. And I think that he's done that.
Do you not think that's quite cool of what you've done? You bought Pablo and whatever he's
Tati.
Yeah. Say your second name. I love the fact that fuck it, we bought them, we're playing them, and I love that because nothing's more annoying as a fan when you buy something. Oh yeah, it's really good striking. Yeah.
And do you know what I love?
But they're on the bench. I'm like, well, I don't know how good they are. Then do I?
And what's the point?
Put them on the fucking pitch, and I'll tell you how good they are.
Throw them in the fucking mire. Let's see what it's about.
You put them in the mire, and then we'll see what.
I'm going to have to put on the screen on my account. Ding 100%.
I'll tell you the one thing about that Tassi that because I didn't know too much about him before he signed for us. But watching him,
wasn't it?
Yeah. But from watching him in the last few games, you know the one thing I actually love about him, which is my sort of style of what I want to see watching a game of football, is when you say about the goalkeeper rolling the ball out to the back 4, he's closing the cunts down. Boom, boom. Let's fucking put you under pressure, right? You want to roll the ball out. What do you want to do with it? I'm fucking running in. Let's see what you got. I like that.
Yeah, so do I.
Because in your panics, what do? You hit it long, where you get possession, let's go.
Yeah.
That's what I hate about Premier League.
I love that because that's what I loved about Strand Larsen. So anytime the defender would give it back to keeper, he just went running in and sliding in and seeing if he could get a rebound. And I'm like, fucking go for it.
But I think there's a big win for you. But I was going to touch on just looking at your run of games you've got coming up.
It's a tough one.
Right, so your next 2 games are. So you got Man United at home.
Yeah.
Then you got Bournemouth at home.
Mm-hmm.
Liverpool away.
Oh.
Fulham away.
Yeah.
City at home.
Oh my God.
Villa away. So there's some
We
really
get 7 points out of that. That's
fucking hell.
Yeah.
You mugged me off a minute ago. I won a game of football.
Hang on a minute.
You won 7 points out of that.
Hold yourself hard, son.
Fucking hell. Am I a retard or what? Jesus.
Well, yeah, but a little bit is.
Hang on a minute. I've said 7 points. You're talking European football, you cunt.
Yeah, which was 6 points.
3 points against
fucking
Bournemouth.
idiot.
3 points against Bournemouth, 3 points against Fulham, and 1 against the other 3. 1 point. We can get a point against United. I think we can get a point against United. So the way I see it, we've been shit all year, but the way I feel that we're playing at the moment, we are playing almost like we're a top 8 or 9 club in the last 5 or 6 games. We're not. Let me put it, hang on.
Fuck me.
Mate, we're 2-0 up against fucking Chelsea.
Still lost. That does not make you a top 8 or 9 club.
But we lose by a solitary goal to a team that's in the top 4. What I'm saying is our performances are better.
Napoli lost a solitary goal against them.
What I'm saying is our performances are better.
Yeah, they are.
Of late, where I think we're at. I can see us getting a result.
How long did it take you to get 7 points in the Premier League this year?
Oh, fuck, about 20 games.
Exactly. So when are you going to get that?
I'll tell you for what, because I honestly believe that Bournemouth are shit. I don't believe that Fulham are as good as they think they are. I do believe we can get 6 points from them. And if we can nick a point from the other 3, that's the 7 points.
See, I wouldn't mind this conversation. The fact that you fucking mugged me off saying I've got a chance to get League football.
That's because you said that on the back of beating Burnley and Wolves.
I didn't say that. I beat Brighton. You said Burnley and Wolves. Have you beaten Burnley and Wolves?
Yes.
Have you beaten Wolves this year?
No.
If only you've been beating Wolves, this conversation is relevant.
Exactly. If anyone beats Wolves, that would have been fucking.
You said on the back of beating Brighton, your next games was Burnley and Wolves.
Yeah.
So you said if you get 6 points from them, you'll be pushing European football.
Yeah.
And that's when I mugged you off.
Yeah.
Right. What I'm saying is if we can get 7 points in the next 5 or 6.
6 games.
We're playing
6
bottom,
games.
second bottom.
Yes.
I know.
Bournemouth, we can get 3 points. Fulham, we can get
But
3
they're not
points.
second or.
No, they're better.
I know, that's why I'm saying. Why do you think you're going to do that?
Because we're fucking better. We're massive. Brett. I'm telling you, Brett.
Fucking hell.
Oh, shut the fuck up, Mire.
We won the European Cup.
I think that's what I said to Brett.
Oh,
what I'm saying is,
right.
if we can get 7 points in the next 6 games, I think we're fucking, and we can. I do think we can. We might not.
But do you know what? I'm a fan. I'm a fan.
Everything.
Whether you think it's going to happen or will it happen or not, I like the belief system in
You've
yourself.
got to
I'll tell you
have
what.
belief.
I wish I personally had that.
I actually want West Ham to. I want some
I've always
In 6 games time, we get 7 points. I'm be like, you cunt, you fucking know nothing.
Imagine if not Europa.
Yeah, I'll be like, you fucking muggy cunt.
Okay, boys. Let's wrap it up today.
Okay.
Right. So, any
Who's doing
final
the question?
Oh, we ain't got time.
Oh no! Alex's time as well.
All right. I'll ask a quick question that I thought about.
But we got to do it really quick.
You got to do it really quick.
Okay.
And my question was going to be, oh fuck me, this is it. this could actually go on for
On the
hours
spot.
because it's VAR.
Real quick.
So it will be. My question would be to finish up with tonight. It was similar to the question you asked, but it's specific to VAR.
Yeah.
If you could change one thing about VAR that you think that would make it better for the game of football, apart from scrapping it entirely, right, what would it be?
You go first. I think you'll get.
My thing would be quite simple. I've said it all fucking year for several years. Is that if the referee has to go to the screen, he has 3 attempts to watch it in real time. If you can't make a decision in real time, it's gone. That's for me.
Okay.
I go back to, I'm no rugby fan, but I watch rugby, and when someone scores a goal, try. There we go.
Aussie rules football.
Yeah. They go, is there any reason why I can't afford, I can't give that goal? Try, fucking hell. And ask them the question, not them asking the other question. It's not something, it's there to help the refs, not to hinder them, and I feel like that is exactly why it's as shit as it is. Yeah. It's hindering the refs rather than actually helping them out. So if someone scores a goal or does this, the ref just sits there, is there any reason why I can't give that? And instead of sit there for 10 hours worrying about, oh yeah, but it could be this, it could be this, it could be this. No. Yeah, man, yeah, it's cool. I like the time thing. I just think like instead of
real time.
Instead of worrying about what you might get wrong, they're secondary refs. I want the refs to actually realise that they are in charge of the game, rather than just they're secondary refs because those fucking idiots are looking at a TV screen for 20 hours to look at one decision that any football fan could actually just see in 2 seconds.
I'm going to give a real quick example as well, just as a scenario, right? We were here having a drink, us three, a couple of other people. I go to the bar, right? I pick up my drink, I trip, and as I walk along, I fucking go into Martin and my shoulder hits his chin, right? I tripped, yeah? You slow that cunt down and people are saying, fuck you, dirty bastard. He shoved his shoulder into his fucking chin, gets him off the pitch. I tripped, mate. That's what I don't like about the VAR. Real time.
Because I think we need a real good long, I need an hour's segment. Really,
I think we could do a whole podcast.
We could probably do the whole podcast on VAR, and maybe we'll save that because the fucking international break's be coming back soon, and to be honest, I can't wait for it.
You need a break.
I need a break.
You're fucking buzzing for it, aren't you?
Exactly.
I need to see some of your players score a goal.
I need a break from the Mire, boys. Right, but just to finish off, what rule would I bring into VAR? I do love what you said either last week or the week before when we chatted about it, that they had like a little time limit.
Yeah.
They had a time limit on it. That's not the rule I'm wanting to put in, but just to make it quicker, and if you miss shit, you miss shit.
Yeah.
No, that's just part of the game. That's just part of the game. But I'd personally love to give each team, each manager, one review like they do in cricket.
A review, yeah.
No, yeah. So if they do miss something, it's like, oh, do you think we should get it? Oh, that ball looked like it was out.
There has to be a time frame on that, though.
Yeah, because I think that adds to the whole fucking time added on. Because if a manager's, how much can a manager see where he thinks, oh, time out? Like,
but that'll be a manager, but that'll be a player. If the players are all gone and they go to the manager, now you've got to fucking check this out. Then that will be like a.
How many times will that happen in the last minute of the game when someone's got a corner? Because we know there's fouls every single corner.
Yeah,
and then if you're 1-0 down or you're 1-0 or something like, say it was Man City Liverpool today 1-0. It was a corner for Man City, and someone's got their shirt pulled, and they just fell over.
I personally think that corners have now got to. We've always berated the fact that keepers have been protected, but now I think it's gone way too far the other way. It's almost like keepers sometimes aren't protected enough.
Oh no, I don't disagree with that massively.
But you see that. I know it seems like me just personally singling out Arsenal now, but you see that when they put a massive and there's people literally fouling the keeper.
But you're allowed to stand there, though, aren't you?
There's a difference between standing there and then literally not going for the ball and pushing him out of the way. there is a difference between going for the ball and standing your ground in the position because you want to be there to be able to score a goal, get a position. I don't know. I'm pretending at the corner.
It's looking at the gods. Please, we need help.
I'll take anything right now. I'll take anything right now. But then,
I do agree with you in a point. I do that.
But my overruling thought would be that to change VAR or something to add to VAR would be that I'd give each team just a little review.
One review each,
and then really condense the overall VAR time down to like a minute maximum. If you can't find anything in that time, even if lots of shit gets lost and people are debating, oh, you missed that. But that's back to the old days.
But maybe as soon as the ref goes over the line of play, you get a minute. So when the ref's running over or walks over, whatever he wants to do to look at the screen, as soon as he leaves that play...
Is it like a countdown time?
Yeah. As soon as he leaves the point of play, so as soon as he steps over that line, he's got minutes to make that decision.
Fuck, it's like football panto.
Boom!
But I think that's not a bad shout, and I also think that, for example, if he walks over the line and he gets to the screen, I think the time should start from when the video gets played, right? But I think it should be in real time, and when it plays and he's watching, say it's a tackle, for example, right? Review,
real time.
Review, 2, you got one more. Review. If you can't make a decision after seeing that in 3 real-time replays,
has to be real time.
Done. It's got to be real time. Like I said, if I fall over there, right, in real time, sorry Martin, you're alright mate, no worries. Yeah. You do that in slow motion, right? I'm going down for GBH. Right? It's on it. Right? Fucking hell. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm fucking wrong.
If you played that in court, yeah, you're right. That's how VAR's in court now, don't we?
It's on it. Yeah. Sorry mate, I tripped. I mean it, fucking bosh. I'm like, you cunt.
But I do feel like we'll make a specialist segment on VAR at some point in one of our future podcasts.
Or just for the World Cup.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, probably. But then the
when
VAR,
90-minute games turn to 130.
But that's just the injury time. The VAR in international tournaments and international games, that's actually done like that.
It's only us that fuck it up.
Yeah, exactly. Right, so boys,
you're in the best league in the world.
Any closing statements before we wrap up tonight?
No, nothing from me. I'm just slightly encouraged with our performance. I'm more confident with us now than I have been all year, and I just hope
it's good to see you happier.
Yeah, a bit happy.
In a way.
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely buzzing with Big Brian.
Yeah,
fucking love it. Get on!
The Seagull Eagle Derby.
But I will say, I really, really want you boys to catch Forest. Really want you boys.
Yeah.
And hopefully, I don't think you boys will be as bad as you are, but I'm worried about you.
Yeah, me too. I fucking hate my football team. And that's my closing statement.
Nice. I
fucking hate Tottenham Hotspur.
See you later, boys. Like and subscribe and watch. We'll go for it.
And comment, give anything for the boys and I
Tell
to
us
talk
how
about.
stupid we are.
Yeah.
You're more than welcome to.
Our opinions are shit. Your opinions are shit.
Oh, and just
We know that's why we don't win any money off our bets.
and just quickly before we close up tonight, I just have to reiterate one of the comments, Adam.
Oh, please. This is brilliant. This is class. Go on,
one of the comments out of my predictions were, don't give up your day job. You know fuck all about football.
And I think me and Phil's better. Well, he's not wrong.
Fuck you very much. Tune in next week. See you later, boys. Take care. Bye bye.